Alrighty, so today we're working with a Series X Xbox. We've got a little problem with it not wanting to boot up. It'll turn on for a few seconds, the fan will spin, and then it'll turn off. I have actually gotten it to turn on and stay on for a minute, but it goes to the recovery mode. I've tried multiple methods, reinstalling everything, won't work. Doing the offline update, still will not work. So what I've gone ahead and I did this the other day, but I pulled out this the drive that was in there. Hard disk Sentinel reads it at about a 50% health. It's locked in a read only. It has a hidden partition on it, which is I believe the equivalent to like an EFI, a boot folder for like Windows or Mac, any OS, but it's hidden. There is a specific program that you can use to throw this into an enclosure like I have here. Pulled it out, cloned the hidden partition. The backup is on my computer right now. Pulled this drive from another Xbox. So the thing with these Xboxes is the hidden partition that are on the NVMe's. It's actually married to the board. So it's not just as simple as, plug in and play. You can't buy another small one of these and plug it in and just restore. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But through the research that I have done the past couple of days, kind of figured out that, as long as you have a drive that was previously inside of an Xbox Series X, and even then it's still kind of iffy. I know a lot of people were saying as long as it's the same form factor, the 2230s, it'll work. I had others saying that, it has to have came from a Series X or a Series S, depending on which console you're working on. Like it has to have came from that, console, or it will not work. So I just went ahead, I took the safe route, grabbed a NVMe that was in a Series X. So we're going to try that. Like I said, this is already on my computer. Backed it up, was able to read it, thankfully, enough to get that hidden partition cloned. Couldn't do anything else with it. I was going to format the rest of the drive besides the hidden partition, plug it back in there, see if I could, download via the offline system update. But every time I tried to, erase partitions or format, it would give me like a critical drive error. So I think it's safe to say that, this drive has seen better days. It's probably not going to last too much longer. That's why I went ahead and plugged it up to the computer, grabbed the little hidden partition file, and we'll go ahead and clone that. But for right now, I am going to finish taking this apart because, this process doesn't take too long at all. Plug it up to the computer, press a couple buttons, boom. So I'm going to go ahead and get this taken care of, take it apart, get it ready to put that new drive in, and then we'll see if we can get it past where I was before, which was the offline system update in the system recovery mode. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we are down to the board now. Disassembled the Xbox. We're down to the drive. This is where the NVMe will sit. Pop this little plate off. NVMe goes right there. Like I said, we've already pulled that. So now we are going to, and I'll go back through the software. We'll plug it up to the computer. I'll show you, which software I'm using. Show you how to clone the drive and then, or make a backup of that drive and then clone it to this. So I'll catch you whenever I get onto the computer. Alrighty, so we're at the computer now. Let's go ahead and get this drive plugged in. Now this is the old one. I'm going to show you how to create that backup file to clone to the new drive. Open up Macrium Reflect. These are all of the old clones that I've done. We'll create a new one, like I said, just to show you how to do it. So we've got the disk down here. You want to make sure you're not using any of your local disks that for your PC. You will see this. It's about 1 gig. It's unformatted. Don't need to worry about any of these, so you can go ahead and uncheck those. All you really need is that raw partition right there. Now if you are cloning, like if you have more than one drive reader, you can use the clone disk option. Select your partition and then clone to whatever disk you want. Me, I don't have more than one reader, so we're going to image the disk, put your destination wherever you want to for the file to save. We'll name it test clone for the video's sake. Then you want to go to advanced options, compression level, set it to none, and then make an exact copy of the partition. And then finish. It'll start. Shouldn't take more than about 30 seconds. Like I said, it's just about a gig partition. I don't even know if it takes up that whole gig, but it should not take more than 30 seconds. So we'll go ahead and let that finish, and then I'll show you how to clone that over to the new drive. Alrighty, that's done. Alrighty, so now that we did that, we'll go ahead and plug in the new drive. Just 1 second here. And we'll go ahead and close out of the program too. So I've got that new drive plugged in. Go ahead and reopen Macrium. Alrighty, so we'll go into device manager or disk management, because sometimes, if it's a new NVMe, you'll have to initialize it as a GPT. If it is a used one like I have, I've already went ahead and done this, but you delete all the partitions, create a new simple volume, NTFS. Here is that right here. And then we'll go ahead and open up Hard Disk Sentinel real quick just to verify the health of the drive. Alrighty, so it looks like this drive is at 100% health. That's really good. Hopefully, we won't have to do this anymore after that. So here is the new drive. You want to go to existing backups, select the one for this video's sake. It will be the test clone, and then you want to hit restore. Destination, pick that, the new disk. Next, advanced options, it's all good. Okay, and then finish that. Continue with that, and we'll give that a second to do its thing. Alright, took about 30 seconds. And with that finished, we'll go ahead and meet you back at the desk to the Xbox. Alrighty, so we got the new drive in. We'll go ahead and pop that in here, and then I'll come back when it's mostly assembled and we'll see if it worked. Alrighty, so we're at a different setup. The setup that we were at before had a 2K monitor, and for some reason it did not want to output to that 2K monitor. So we are on my main setup on the extra monitor. We've got the Xbox turned on, have the offline system updater USB with just the controller, and it's plugged up to the HDMI. So here is the screen. We'll go ahead and do the offline system update. Preparing the console. And then we'll let that do its thing until it's finished. Alrighty, so we're at about 80% in the update. This part has not actually taken too long. Probably could have kept recording. I do want to note, however, if you are doing this update, you will at some point need access to the internet. So now would be a good time to go ahead and plug in an Ethernet cable to your Xbox. So we'll give this a couple more seconds, kind of see what it does, and see if we can't get back into the Xbox. There we go. Looks like we are back into that Xbox. We'll go ahead and skip the sign in now. Alrighty, so we're logged in. Everything seems to be going just fine. Haven't noticed any stuttering or crashing of the console yet. We will, keep this on for a little bit, download some games, play a little bit of games on it, make sure everything's functioning correctly. But I'd say this repair has gone successful as of right now. Plan on releasing a bunch of content this year, a bunch of repairs, diagnostics, game consoles, laptops, computers, cell phones. So I actually enjoy, fixing things like this, and kind of want to have a platform to, help others who are going through some of the same issues that can't, quite figure it out. And just to, share my journey along the tech repair side of things. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Like that video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe.